Welcome back everyone to Zuma Fan. So it is that time for a spooky Halloween special, and for this video I'm going to review the Rubble and Crew episode, The Crew Fixes a Haunted House. So with that said, let's dive in. So the episode starts with Rubble building a DJ table, Halloween style as he says, as his family show up to look at it. One of the posts mentions how this will be good for the Halloween party that Mayor Greatway is going to be putting on. Right after that, we then get a call from Mayor Greatway herself, which is there where we discover that Mayor Greatway is actually secretly a furry. Now Mayor Greatway is contacting them because she found what looks to be an old house, and she wants them to come and fix it up for her. Whereas here we get our first annoying part, and since I forgot the name of the character, I'm just gonna call him Red. Red then runs around going, "I got the zoomies," in the absolute irritating and annoying way that he does it every single time.
I'm already getting the zoomies!
So this was like the first annoying thing that happened in this episode, which is not the last time something annoying is gonna happen here. So Mayor Greatway says that the place has like a story that it is haunted and all that, and the pups aren't terrified of that. They had to get their costumes on and then they're going to be on their way to go and fix it. So when Rubble and his family get to the haunted house, it is here that we see their costumes. So Rubble has a vampire, and the blue one, I forgot her name, she's like dressed up as like a superhero. The red one has this tiger costume and he runs around and just acts annoying for just a couple seconds, which thank God spare me. And of course the other dog in the family, who is not of the same breed, who also has blue, he shows up as a robot, which is probably the best costume out of the group, I think. Then we got the youngest and smallest dressed up as a duck. So in my opinion, these costumes aren't like that bad, and that makes sense because they're like Halloween, of course, but I kind of feel like as if these are a downgrade compared to what we saw in the Paw Patrol. So once we see all their costumes, Mayor Greatway then tells all of them what they need to fix, which is the staircases. They need to fix the pipes that are creaking and groaning and making weird sounds, and they also gotta fix the shutters on the windows. After this, most of the episode is sort of like a montage, so we just see the characters just fixing out the place and all that. Not really much of anything interesting actually happens outside of like this noise that sounds like a character walking around upstairs, which they believe is like the pipes, they believe is like the windows or something like that. And even after they fix everything, they still hear the sound. I know that it's strange that I'm not like detailing everything that happens, but to be honest, there isn't really much going on in this episode to really detail. It really is just they get ready for a Halloween party, they get called in to fix the place, then some spooky stuff happens, and after everything is fixed, they still hear that spooky stuff going on. It really is just that simple. And the sounds of some kind of character or person walking around upstairs turns out to be Ducky Doo, who's dressed up like a ghost. So after everything's fixed up and the mystery has been solved of what the sound is, they then have the Halloween party, which I don't really see that many people, but it's fine. The decorations still look pretty good, does get you in the Halloween mood, of course. But that's basically how the segment ends, and it goes on to another segment, which I'm not talking about because this one is specific to Halloween, and it's about, you know, the Halloween party and stuff, unlike the next segment. So this segment at least really disappointed me. I was really looking forward to another spooky episode to talk about, but not much happened, and there was quite a bit of annoying stuff going on. And I just didn't find the group as enjoyable to watch as the Paw Patrol back in the day. They're just not that they're just not that fun. They really are just like a really annoying group, just kind of like doing their job basically. And it's fine if you want them to do their job, but they gotta have more interactions outside that for me to enjoy myself watching. I really did wish that they did almost like the ghost thing that they did for the first Halloween special for the Paw Patrol, where you see the ghost ship going past the moon and almost like the howls of like some kind of like lost soul or something like that at the end of the episode, like something similar to that, right? Like embrace the spookiness, embrace that fear aspect of Halloween. But I didn't really get that here. The fear of the unknown, the fact that you have like really smart people who discover answers for a lot of things, but there's just some things that we'll just never know, is quite interesting. And that's one of the reasons why I really like Halloween, and especially Halloween episodes and specials. But they did not do that here. Everything was discovered. There is no ghost. There is nothing spooky at all. So, yeah, I was really disappointed by this episode. There wasn't much with character. The spooky aspect wasn't good. And even they did that kind of like door thing where you have like multiple doors and the characters run in and out of it, like trying to run away from like whatever's chasing them. And it's kind of like that Scooby-Doo type thing. We got that in this episode, and it wasn't done very well at all because we didn't see like the ghosts like chasing them or anything. It really was just a shadow of Ducky Doo basically. But of course, a good win for this episode is Margaret Wade coming out as a furry for the first time. A complete W for this series, and it's not the only bit of representation that we have in this show, so that's pretty cool, I have to admit. But yeah, overall, episode was trash. Anyways, I want to hear what you think about this episode down below. Happy Halloween, everybody, and I'll see you later.